Hello and welcome back to another Minecraft Let's Play video by me, FoxyNoTail, here on the truly Bedrock survival server, and I'm here with Chuckloader, who has been... Chuckloader? His name is Chuckloader. I'm here with Chuckloader, who has been AFK here for a very, very long time, and as a result of him being AFK here for a very long time, we now have 3... and then nearly 4 single chests worth of honey bottles, which is absolutely amazing. This farm is working very, very well. I'm very impressed with it. I also have a hive here because there were a couple of bees escaped from this thing when I was breeding them, and I needed to, put them somewhere. A couple of other things of note while Chuck has been AFK here. If we have a little fly, you see, immediately we have a lot of pillagers that have come to do raiding. Lots and lots of pillagers in the full thing. You'll see some bees as well have wandered off, which you're not supposed to do. You'll see a lot more pillagers over here. A lot more bees over here. Why? Why is this over here? So 1, 2, 3 pillager captains there. Hang on, let's go this way. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 pillager captains. So there have been 10 patrols surrounding this. A load of bees that have escaped. But it hasn't stopped us getting honey. But it's a bit weird, isn't it? Why? Why all the way over here? Why floating? And, you know, it's just weird. It's just very, very weird. And we're just going to leave them to it. I'm not going to bother killing them. But yes, 10 pillager patrols while we've been doing that. And, yeah, but lots and lots of honey. Now, I still haven't actually been able to get hold of Slack for some reason. He's not responding to me. I don't know whether he's busy or what's going on with him. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave the original shulker box over at his base for him to open. And then I'm going to basically take the rest. And then I'm going to go and turn some of our honey bottles into actual, things. So there you go, Slack, present for you. Let's go and make some honey blocks. Okay, so we're going to start with these ones here, and we're going to see how many we get, and we hopefully won't have any crafting issues with these, because what I have seen is if you go to select them all on your crafting table and shift-click the honey block, then sometimes you don't get as many as you should. So we're going to be careful. I am going to actually try that just for the sake of a demonstration. Let's hope it works out okay. So if I shift-click that, we should get 64 honey blocks. But I don't... Oh, we did. It worked this time. Excellent. That's great. So there we go. We don't actually get that many back from the amount of bottles. But now we can go and put all of these bottles back in this chest here. They'll get distributed back into the system. And we can do the entire same thing with this one. But that's, you know, that's a lot of honey bottles full of honey for not much gain. You know, you don't get much back from it. But it's okay. It's all good. And a little bit more there. So we've now got 1, 2, 3, 4, nearly 5 stacks of honey blocks, which is quite a lot, to be fair. You know, that's quite a good amount of honey blocks, considering I've got absolutely no use for them whatsoever at this particular moment in time, so that's pretty good. Now, the other thing we could do with this is we could actually switch all of the honey, the empty glass bottles, sorry, out and replace all of them with shares in the dispensers and get honeycomb. But we have other designs to look at for this farm. A person called TK Nola has actually sent me some pictures of their farm design in my Discord, and it's really, really interesting because I've got this ridiculous amount of redstone going on in order to transfer the signal. The way they did it is so much easier and uses so many less resources. So we're going to look at that in a minute. But before we do that, there's some other like problem-solving-y things or, you know, answers that we need to answer, because I'm getting a lot of confusion in my comments and in my Discord about how the mechanics work. So let's look at some of those. Okay, so the first thing people are saying is that you need at least 1 air gap in between the campfire and the hive in order for the smoke to build up underneath it so you can harvest it without a problem, which is absolute utter rubbish. That might be the case on Java Edition, I don't know, but on Bedrock Edition you can have the campfire directly below it. So let's grab a random block, let's put the campfire there and the hive underneath, and now that will work just as well. There's no problem. I can harvest the honey from that if I want to. There we go. No issues. No bees were angry. The next thing is people are saying that when you have the fire underneath, the bees can still get in and out of the hive absolutely fine. I didn't think they could, but we're going to find out. We're going to find out in a minute. I'm going to watch this and see if any bees can go in and out of it while the campfire's there. And there we go, a bee just flew out of the hive. I haven't seen any go back in, but one just flew out. It's weird that it took so long to come back out, considering I didn't even know there were any in there. Now, can it gather the nectar and go back in again? Let's find out. Oh, here's another one. Oh, it did. Okay. Okay, so that shows that that happens as well. Now, it might be different that when a campfire is one block directly under that they don't. Let's check that out. No, we got another bee went in there as well. So, okay, bees can go in and out of the hives when the campfires are there. That's good to know. And we know that the campfires can go directly underneath it. And we also know that we can collect the honey when the campfire is there. One last thing that people have said is that you can collect the honey with a bottle or shears when there isn't a campfire there, which I know that doesn't work because I tried that and I got stung. So if you have managed to do that, then that's probably a bug. It shouldn't be like that. So now that we've discovered all of those things, let's come back to our design, which we're using, although this is a little bit different from what I've got going on for the realm. But the idea of this is that we get the signal strength of 5 from the comparators, which tells us that the beehive is full of honey, and then this gets looped all the way round to the individual dispenser, which dispenses a glass bottle into that, and it spits out a honey bottle, which then doesn't get picked up by the hoppers. Forget the hoppers. This is the bit we're going to concentrate on, and I'm now going to show you how to make this so much smaller and more efficient with less resources. Oh man, I can't believe I didn't think of this, and TK Nola, thank you so much for bringing this to my attention, because it's amazing. So the front's pretty much the same. So let's grab some of these things and let's do the same thing. So we want a dispenser, we want a hive, and we want some smooth stone, and we want some glass, and we want some redstone dust, and we want a comparator, and that's pretty much it. So let's just put a temporary block down for a second. Let's put a hive on top of that. Let's put a couple of blocks above that. Let's put a dispenser facing down into that hive like that, and then we can get rid of those. Then we want 2 solid blocks behind that and a comparator coming out from that one. That's going to detect the signal coming from that hive, and the reason we want that gap there is just to stop bees coming out through past the comparator. Now, I know people have said that if you've got a comparator directly behind the hive, bees won't fly out, but again, this way works for the way we've got the redstone, so it really doesn't matter either way. Then all we're going to do, going to put another block there with a piece of redstone dust on it. We're going to put a piece of glass in front of that like that, there, and then we're going to bring some more glass this way like that and go there like that. And can you see we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces of redstone dust, which is now activating that dispenser. And the amazing thing about this is it's still perfectly tileable, because that redstone dust, although it will join together, isn't going to affect anything else other than the one dispenser that can reach, because when that block that it's powering gets powered, it will only affect that dispenser. So this is genius. Look how small it is. We used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 repeaters and 2 redstone torches per hive, and it went back a mile. This one uses none. It just uses 1 comparator. It's genius. Absolute genius. So thanks again, TK Nolan. I am now going to build this one on the realm, and we're going to use this one with shears instead. And I said a realm, didn't I, when quite clearly this is now on a server. We are pretty much permanently on a server now, and I got a lot of questions about what server host are we using and what software we're using. I will do a video of that at some point. It's completely custom. We're not using an individual service. We're not using a service provider or anything like that. It's all hosted locally. I'll go into it in a proper video at some point in the future, but not right now. We've got things to do, guys. Okay, so I'm going to use these nests for our next redstone contraption. So what I need to do is gather them up. So I'm going to put some campfires down underneath them and hopefully collect them without upsetting too many of the bees. I actually need another 3 campfires there. Oh, there might be some in this box. No, there isn't. Hopefully we can do this without upsetting the bees, and I'm hoping that we can actually use the bees that are in these to transfer this through to our new system. Now, some will escape while I'm doing this. That's absolutely fine. I'm not really too bothered about that. And I've got more beehives there as well. I could just do with a few more campfires. And there we go. 1, and 2, and 3. We don't need any more than that. Hopefully all the bees will go in. At the next night time, I'm going to break all of those. Hopefully the bees won't get angry at me. But before that, I'm going to start working on where we're going to add the next one. And I'm going to do it over here. So, oh, maybe not. Maybe I'll do it this way. That's technically the next chunk there, but I mean, we've got all of this space here. we could just knock down a little bit of this building here and do it in this chunk, which kind of makes sense because we've already like got it all prepared-ish. Oh, and Mr. Barbecue's back again as well. Oh, man. Okay, well, it's night time. I've just about dismantled all of this, and it looks like we've still got a few bees still flying around, and I don't really want to kill them and break their homes in front of them, although I'm just going to do that one there. Hopefully... Ah, there we go. Oh, dear. See, they don't like it when you break their houses without yeah, campfire underneath. So that's just killed off a few bees, which is a bit of a problem. I didn't really want to do that. Sorry, bees. The idea there was that you... Yeah, oh, man. And I've run out of food. I don't know what I've done with my food. I put it somewhere, and I don't know where, which is not ideal. Yeah, so what was supposed to happen there was I was supposed to put another hive down, which would allow the bees to go inside it with the campfire above it, which would mean they didn't get aggressive when I broke it. Now, all of the bees seem to be inside now, so we shouldn't have any issues with the bees coming out and attacking us. There was that one over there. I don't think it managed to see it, so there must be like... Oh, no, it did see it. Look, it got upset. I'm going to say there must have been a distance that they can get aggro for you on from, you know, how far away from the hive you are. Yeah, gonna have killed a few bees by mistake, but not to worry, it's all good. We're gonna make more. Okay, so we're gonna work in this chunk, which is identical to that chunk because it's a chunk. I don't know why I said that, that's a stupid thing to say. And we're gonna do exactly the same thing. So we're gonna start with the hives block higher, and how far away from the edge are they as well? In fact, we can bring the whole thing a little bit further forward. So the hives are there. We've got two spaces with water in front and then the glass. So if we do the same thing, so we've got a couple of blocks in front of that before we get to the edge. So if we had the glass there, and then we would have the holes in the floor there, and the hives would be on this level here. And I'm going to use dirt instead of hives on this one because I don't want to put the hives in until we're ready. And I'm going to go nearly all the way to the end. We're going to have 14 hives going across. I think this got exactly the same on that one. Yes, we have. And then we want the dispensers above those. So I need to put another row of blocks above those and above that so that I can place them on the other side. That, I know what I mean. I'm making sense, right, in this tutorial that I'm doing for you. And I will be doing a proper tutorial on these farms, by the way, so that, you know, if that's not already out, then feel free to check that out if you want a proper tutorial. I'm kind of just doing a bit of a Minecrafty, buildy, thingy-mabobby one today, because that's the kind of fox that I am. So many, many, many dispensers, just like that. There we go. And now, the redstone, which is going to be so difficult, guys. So we want another couple of blocks behind each one of those, like that. And you can take these ones back off the top of the dispensers. We may end up putting these back on now before we finish. I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to do the rest of the redstone yet. I haven't thought that far ahead. But for now, we don't want that. Then we can do the row that our comparators go on, like that. And then the row for the first piece of redstone just like that. If we can put a block there, we can do the row for the first piece of glass like that. So let's grab our comparators. We're going to have 14 of these going across the back like that. I missed one. Don't worry, I got this, guys. Douche, save the day. And then we got our redstone. Glass, 2 rows of glass there like that behind those top ones. And that is the redstone for that done. Now all we need is a hopper minecart in place that's going to fill up these with extra shears. And that's it, really. I think that's pretty much the entire system done. I suppose we can do our water bit underneath, can't we? Which is going to be picking up the bits. I don't know how far the honeycombs are actually going to fall. We need to actually check that out. I could be doing this in totally wrong place. In fact, we should probably do that before I start destroying any more of this. Oh no, we're going to crash. Oh dear, we've crashed. There's only me on. Why have we crashed? What did I do this time? I bet it's another pillager patrol, or it'll be another... Oh dear, another Mr. Barbecue. I throw my shovel and it's gone. Oh man. Yeah, it's a new Mr. Barbecue's turned up, crashed the game. Great. Thanks. Thanks, game. Well, save me filling the floor back in yet then, because I wasn't actually quite ready to do that. But yeah, that's annoying when that happens. Did all of my stuff stay in? Yes, it has. That's all right then. Good. Excellent. Very good. For this farm, we're going to be using Lily of the Valley flowers. Not that it makes any difference whatsoever, but we've just got a few of those kicking about, so we're going to use those. You can use whatever flowers you want for the bees, I think. I'm not sure if there's any flower they don't like. Maybe the wither rose, I guess. They're probably not going to like that very much. And I guess we ought to... No, I don't want to put the hives in yet, because the bees will escape, won't they? Okay, so in terms of shears, I was going to put an automatic feed system into this, like we got on that to distribute the bottles, but then I remembered that shears actually last an absolute age in these things. So if we just put 2 shears in each one of the dispensers, I don't think the honeycomb pieces will go back inside the dispensers like the honey bottles do, so that shouldn't be an issue. And I think there's also a bug at the minute, which means that shears don't actually lose any durability when they're shearing nests, which means they should last forever in there. Now we just need a couple more shears, and then that's that entire thing filled up. Let's oh dear, I made way too many. Oh well, you can never have too many sets of shears. Like my wool farm's got an absolutely ridiculous number of shears in it, and they've just lasted so long. So yeah, we've got some spares there that we probably don't even need. Let's go and get all the nests and stuff in and just see how this thing goes. Oh, we're actually 2 hives short. We've got 12 hives and nests all together, but it won't take us long to get more. There we go. Look, instantly that sheared it and the stuff dropped straight below. That time they popped out and one went over there. So this time I don't think we'll be able to use water streams. This time I think we're actually going to have to use hopper minecarts under the grass to pick up the shears. I think, not the shears, the honeycomb I think is probably going to be the best way of doing it. And bees, you're in my way. You're very much in my way, bees. If those bees with their fat bums weren't in the way I could put this last nest in, I guess I'll have to wait. It's nearly night time again. They'll all disappear in a minute. Go to bed. There we go. Got the last one in. And I've already got 24 honeycomb pieces. The only problem I've got now is that underneath this thing is water. So building a hopper minecart system is not going to be ideal. I know on Bedrock Edition we can actually have them underwater, which is fine. But I don't really want them underwater. So I'm going to have to deal with that, I guess. And I just need to make the last 2 beehives and put them in. 1 and 2. There we go. Plenty of beehives. No, bee, you don't want to go out. You want to stay in. Go to bed. It's bedtime. Bedtime for bees. Go the other way. Thank you. So compared to that one over there, this thing is absolutely tiny. You could easily get 2 of them back to back in one chunk, and you could, yeah, infinitely expand this upwards and outwards. This is so easy to make more of. You could get so much honey with one of these designs. This is ridiculously good. I really like this. And there we go. I've just about finished clearing out a big space underneath the water, underneath our honey farm. If I pop my head up here, you can see exactly where we are. There's our... Oh, you can't quite see. There's our little honey farm. There it is. Look, and look at all the stuff we've already got chucked up on the floor while we're doing this. I need to get this in place quickly. So we need to have a minecart track going pretty much all the way from, I guess, this end here. Yeah, and we actually need it to come 1 block past because it'll miss as it turns around corners. So if I just lay loads of blocks like this across here, we can have our minecart track going back and forth over... Oh, I've run out. Great. Let me out! We can have our minecart track running along these like this, and I think we're going to have it 4 deep in order to cover the whole thing. Either that or I've gone 1 block too far back. Have I gone 1 block too far back? I may well have done. How deep is this? No, we only need to do it 3 deep. So, yeah, I've gone way too far back there. That's absolutely fine. It doesn't matter. We've got 2 lines of redstone blocks like that, so now I just want some track, and I'm not quite sure I've got enough track here, but hopefully we have. And let's just bring that track. We'll do a couple of powered rails on each one, and hopefully we'll get away with it, the rest with normal rails. And, oh, I've just realised that's not gonna work if I do it like this, because I haven't got a way to loop it back round again. Yeah, we're going to have to go 4 deep with it. Oh, man, that's annoying. And there we go. The entire track now completely loops roundly. We need a minecart hopper in there quickly before everything disappears. So let's go and grab one of those. Or a hopper minecart. I don't always call them a white minecart hopper. That's not the word at all, is it? And yet again, we need to spend more iron because we don't have a minecart. Let's grab one of those and let's stick a hopper in it. So let's go and stick a hopper in it. There we go. Let's go put that downstairs. Quick look at all those tasty bits I've got kicking around in there that I can't pick up. Go round minecart and pick them all up for me. Let's hope it'll reach them. Let's click on it. Oh, yes. Yes, it is. Right, now all we need to do is add some, chests in, I guess. So if I break that when it comes by like that, we'll pick all of those bits up, and we're just literally going to have, I guess, both of these bits, just loads of hoppers, just to pick up all the stuff. So if we put the double chest at the front here, just like that, and break those bits there, why not? We'll put a hopper there and a hopper there, one there and one there, and one there, and I just want to put those in the back as well before I get stuck in this. In fact, I'm going to have to break these as well so I don't get stuck. One there and one there. I know that's a lot of hoppers. We don't need that many hoppers, but it's just going to allow it to just transfer everything nice and quickly, and nothing's going to then get backed up inside the hopper minecart. So it is unnecessary, but it's, you know, why not? We've got the hoppers. We might as well do it. And there we go. That's that entire thing completely done. We can put the hopper back in the minecart. We can set that off on its way, and that's just going to go around picking everything up and dumping it inside this chest. So now what would be really good if we could get this chest to actually come up to the surface and drop everything in at the surface level. That would be very handy. So over this one, we just drop down one level to get to the chest. I think that'll do. If we can mirror that and do that here as well, I think that'll look pretty good if we can get the chest on those blocks there. And I'm sure we can do that. I'm sure we can manage it. Right, so if I put these hoppers going into a couple of droppers there with the chest on top, all I've got to do then is when there's items in those droppers, fire them so that they put the items into the chest. That's nice and easy. So let's just put a couple of comparators on here and let's do that. That shouldn't be difficult at all. So here we go. This is pretty much the system we need. We just have a repeater there and a repeater there. We don't even really need both of those, but that will do nicely. And that should mean that when anything goes in either of those droppers like that, they will spit out into that chest there, ready for us to collect. Let's do exactly the same thing with that one. Make sure it works. Yep, that works absolutely great. Very good. So we can just have a little bit of a tidy up now. Make this look a little bit more presentable. Maybe add a few more torches and things down here because it's starting to look a little bit dark in this room. Pop another one there and another one there. And let's get out of here, patch it all up. And yeah, I think that's job done. So now what I can do is get rid of all of these hoppers at the top because we're definitely not going to need those. And I just want to check the dispensers. So the durability does get used on the shears when they are being used from the dispenser, which is fine, but they're still going to last an absolute age in there. And we can definitely chuck more in if we need to. I don't know whether to leave the hoppers on there or not, whether or not we should just fill them up manually as we need to. Yeah, I think I'll do it that way, and we'll just put some torches on here just to keep it nice and light, just to try and prevent things spawning on it, you know. And that is literally it. The entire farm done, 100% complete. We have a fully functioning honeycomb farm, which should over time spit out plenty of honeycomb that we can make into honey blocks. No, honeycomb blocks, sorry. Or we can make more hives with them, which is great. And it's so simple. Look how simple that redstone is compared to this one over here. So I could rip all of this one out and do this again, but I don't think I'm going to. I'm quite happy with how that one works because it is working. It's working well, and we can see we've already got a ton more bottles from that just while we built that thing. And hopefully this thing will work just as well. I think I might have to do a little bit of breeding with the bees in there in a minute as well. Let's have a sleep first, though, so we can wake them up. Right, let's go give these bees some flowers. Hello, bees. I would like it very much if you could make babies for me. We could actually, yeah, chuck a load more flowers here if we needed to as well. And, you know, I was just thinking we could have made the entire thing probably a lot smaller by bringing the glass in one block more further in, and that would probably have still allowed it to work the way we want it to. But this is absolutely fine. You know, it's not a problem the way we've done it. And now I have tidied up. I have put Chuck back in his box, who is watching the farm for us, and we now have over a stack and a half of these honeycomb things just from me tidying up, which really didn't take very long at all. So I'm going to leave him here. We're going to fly away from all of the bad things, including all of the pillager patrols that have spawned. We're going to go back to our base because the silent whisper prank, do you remember what was all of that down here? What? There was loads of stuff just down here a second ago. Where's all this XP from? What? Look at all these drowns. That's crazy, and loads of XP as well, so someone's obviously been killing them. Anyway, yeah, so the prank that Silent Whisper did up in the sky, which we can just about see over there, the Santa Claus that rained tons of fish on us. So apparently it wasn't just a prank he left us. Apparently there was something nice inside the present, and I've been so busy being wrapped up in all of the bees, I've not even disposed of the present yet. So let's break this thing down and let's actually find what's in it, and let's see if there's anything worth having inside this thing. Now, I've just, like, set the thing off again. Let's come inside it and let's see if we can find, like, a shulker box or something. Someone said there was a nice beacon inside it, but I'm not sure if they're mistaking my underground beacon for one that Silent gave me, because obviously I've got a beacon already in this area, although my beacon would be shining right now, so I don't know. Okay, we got another beacon. We got a free beacon from Silent. I don't know if he intended us to have that, but I'm going to take it. That's my beacon now, thank you, Silent, which is absolutely amazing. So yeah, free beacon with our Christmas present. Thank you very much. It wasn't just a prank after all. And a crafting table, we'll take that too. I'm assuming there's nothing else in there, which is absolutely fine. The beacon is plenty. There's a little bit of a hole in my floor, but I'm pretty sure we can fix that up relatively easily. I can't imagine that's going to be a very big problem for us. So yeah, very, very happy with that. And I believe... I was going to say I believe there may be another prank waiting for us today, and it looks like there is. Now, I do actually know who this is from, although they did say they dropped it off anonymously. They have told me, Merry Christmas, press button, no peeking Secret Santa. And then creeper explosion in case I missed anything. Oh, it looks like we've had... Right, okay. So yeah, I don't know whether or not to say who did this in the video or not, because I don't want to spoil anything, but I guess okay, let's not look in the chest, let's just press the button and see what happens. Oh no way. No, they're going in fire. No, save the diamonds. Look, they're all going in lava. This is so bad. Oh, if we stand here then we can get them before they go in the lava. Oh, what madman did that? How? Oh, that must have been a full stack. I know exactly who it was. What a moron. Why would you do that? Why would you have a system that... Oh, man. Oh, instead of... Oh, that's what... See, that's what happens when you don't peek. Diamonds go in lava. So yeah, I think I should share who this was. This was actually from Prowl, who I guess also got me on the Secret Santa from our dodgy Secret Santa thing that we did. So yeah, it's still going off, Prowl. How do we stop it? It's driving me nuts. Make it stop. Too many clicking. Oh man, I think we're going to have to fly up and get on top of this thing. So, at least we got 41 diamonds from it. I suppose we were supposed to get none. Although I guess Prowl assumed that we would look and assumed that we would get all of them. So, I don't know. We've, like, missed out on quite a lot of diamonds there. Oh, I don't want to destroy it because I kind of want to take, a screenshot of it, actually. I think it's a bit late for that now. I think I pretty much destroyed it beyond repair. Oh, dear. Oh, well. Not to worry. Thank you very much, Prowl, for that. Very, very nice. Shame about the diamonds, I guess. You meanie, throwing diamonds in lava? What sort of fool does that? Okay, put my new beacon away and put my new mini diamonds away. That's all very good. And, oh, look, my emeralds. In fact, those diamonds don't fit inside there. So we're going to have to start moving diamonds back into our overflow box again, which is always a good place to be. Excellent. Oh, we're doing so well. This is brilliant. Fantastic. So I won't clean that up just yet. I'll leave that for a little bit because it's such a lovely build, actually. It's very nice little build for such a horrible prank. But there we go. Very good. And I've got pockets full of junk as usual again, and spider eyes and gunpowder, which I just don't want. Go away, spider eyes and gunpowder. Once you get a certain amount of things in the chest, I think the game should just stop giving you them. Right, have I got anything going on here at the minute? I've got my dogs. I got my random villagers that breed and don't find... Oh, no. Look, we've got a nitwit. Have we lost villagers again? There's only 5 librarians. We've got 3 unemployed and 1 nitwit. What? What's going on? Oh, man. Do you know what? Forget it. Forget it. Villagers are broke. Still broke. I guess it's a good a time as any to take down the rest of these presents that we've got out here, and I'll do the one with Zaps upstairs, make sure we've collected everything from that as well. And there goes zaps. I'm going to leave the rest of that charcoal in there. That's actually going to be pretty useful for us, but I will take the diamond block out, absolutely. And he's still on our list of smelly cheaters. So we've got Liara, Jessie, Tiz, and Sap that we need to sort out. We need to do things towards because of their cheatingness at the Secret Santa game. And by hecky flip, they're going to get things. And yeah, speaking of things, this, the Santa sleigh up here that Silent did kind of brings me on to that. And I'm not going to get rid of this just yet because I quite like it. I think it's nice. But I am going to turn the redstone off. Oh dear, fallen out. Yeah, I'm going to turn the redstone off because it's just sat up here clicking away. And dispensers are actually really laggy at the minute. I didn't realise this was even still going. So let's break the redstone, stop that ticking. But we will leave it going. Oh, and Slack's just joined. Hello, Slack. I'll have to say hello in the chat in a second. Let's just go and dump a load more of this stuff into my storage area. And let's do a little wave. Hey, Slack. How you doing? Hope you're okay, buddy. So before we go, I think it's a good idea to come over and check all of the goodies that Chuck has been getting for us. And Tiz is saying hello. I've just logged in. It's actually been a couple of, well, I say a couple of days. It's been about a day since I last recorded. Chuck hasn't been here the whole time because he gets kicked quite regularly because of all the crashes on realms and servers at the moment. So let's not leave it any longer. Let's check our bottle situation first. We've nearly got another full double chest worth of honey bottles, which is amazing. And now let's go and check this. Wow, we've nearly got a single chest worth of honeycomb, which is absolutely amazing. That's great. So on that note, I would like to say thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like. If you haven't already, please do subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.